beautiful people? It is your baby mama, favorite baby mama, Stormy P, and this is another episode of Chocolate Chip and Sip, the modern day female perspective. Damn, son, back at it again. Boom. And guess who's back at it again? It's Dan, and he's shirtless, y'all.
Woo! Who wants to see my nipples?
If you're watching on YouTube, you definitely saw Dan's nipples, and also holding us down with the visual. It's my man Kev the Kid. Hey, Kev.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Never better.
Great. I love to hear it. All right, y'all. Listen, before we get started, I got to let y'all in on something amazing. Okay. Next week, we are going to make a very big announcement. And I'm not going to lie. I can't say too much right now. Mm-hmm. Just know there may or may not be aliens. No, I'm just joking. There's no aliens. It's no aliens, but I do want to let y'all know to stay tuned because we're going to make a very big announcement. Hold on to your weaves, hold on to your lace fronts, and hold on to your Ethica drawers because we're going to get lit, okay? Stay tuned. Big announcement coming up. Boom. All right? Now, for today, we got a special guest in the building. Entrepreneur. Savvy as a motherfucker.
That's me.
My sister in cock. That's right. Not my sister in Christ. My sister in cock.
Multiple. Say no.
It's my girl Shanelle, Statuette's Beauty.
Hello.
Hey, girl. If you guys were listening to the Patreon, you know I had her on for my last Patreon episode. I know I ain't did nothing in a while. Shut the fuck up. So I had her on for my last Patreon episode. We've had her on for the podcast when we were at the other studio.
Yes.
And if you follow Chocolate Chip and Sip, she's always in the comments saying something ridiculous. So I'm so happy to have you here, girl.
Like, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
So happy.
I saw my
have
first
you here.
pink nipples tonight. I'm excited already.
And you know what? That's one thing that I jotted down while we were talking. So y'all know Dan don't never keep a shirt on, but surprisingly, he's had his shirt on for the last few episodes. So, you know, of course, he whips them things out. And so Shanelle is like, I've never seen pink nipples before.
Not in real life, I swear to God. Like, I've seen them on, like, porn and everything else, but in real life, like, they're really pink.
I'm sorry?
Pink like vaginas.
So, what did you expect them to be?
I don't know, because you know how, like, with us, it's kind of like light-skinned guys, they don't have pink nipples. They have, like, lighter brown nipples. So, it's just really interesting to see it in real life. Like, I keep looking.
Not her glancing over trying to see what's happening. Like,
yeah, because they're, like, they're really pink.
Excuse me.
Erotic.
Today's drink of the day.
They don't even have like a brown tint to them. They're not bad though. I won't say they're not bad, but they don't. Look, they're just pink.
No, Dan's nipples are translucent. Kev's nipples are pink. That's the difference between that. So hopefully that helps you guys out.
Kev's got the color his though.
Yeah, his is very flesh.
Gotcha.
Very flesh.
Gotcha.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but I'll say thank you.
It's an observation. So we're going to get into our. Oh wait, I'm my bad. I'm sorry, I forgot. Drink of the day. Shanelle brought tequila. We already had tequila, so we mixing tequila.
Celebratory tequila.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you.
To the top we go.
So I wanted to get into one of our new segments here. It's called Dirty Definitions. I don't know why that would be. But, so Dirty Definitions is things that I've learned, new sex terms, new definitions.
Dirty definition.
I've never heard this before, so I'm so sorry. This is the first time I'm hearing this, so I apologize.
I like it. Very soulful.
So my dirty definition for this week is something that I'm pretty sure you might be savvy to, but the guys may not be savvy to. Did you know that women get erections too?
What?
Oh, man.
Yes.
You did know that, Kevin.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Isn't it the cloaca?
Now we're all pigeons.
wait.
Now
The
we're all
clitoris.
pigeons. No, you missed your chance. Cut his mic off. Now we're all pigeons.
I had the cloaca on my mind.
So close. We all were so confident.
Just turn his
So
mic
confident. Turn,
Do I get a second chance?
try again, Kev. What is it?
All right. It's when the clitoris gets a little chub.
Not the half chub clitoris.
What is the chub clitoris, Kevin?
It's do you want me to describe it?
Yeah.
So, all right, well, the clitoris is at the top of the vagina.
Okay.
And most of the time, it's just a little flaccid, okay?
Is it now?
Yes. But, contrary to belief, you can feel that thing get a little hard.
So what
When
you're
you're-
saying is you had some hard coochies in your life. 'Cause
Ooh.
I don't
Yes.
see how
Lips
else
on the
you would- Yeah, like I don't
on the mic
understand how you would be on a mission to even like figure that out.
Well,
so.
like when you're eating a woman out,
Kevin, you know what?
You're not helping yourself.
But Kevin is right. Okay.
Yeah, you ever heard a guy say, "Oh, Vicky, I heard your coochie get hard." Like, I thought your coochie get hard. No.
you can feel a difference when
You can feel a
you
difference.
focus on the
Yes.
clit. Like
So
you can
you
feel a
guys can
difference.
feel the difference between regular coochie and hard coochie, is what you're
Yes.
telling me. All right, I don't do coochie, so I can't argue the point. But I know I never got a hard coochie before.
Yeah, but you did. You just didn't know.
Oh wait, I think I might have. It felt like male blue balls, maybe.
Dan, did you have something to say? I'm not playing with you today.
I'm serious.
I was just gonna point out that also, like, the vaginal lips also swell a little bit because the blood rushing down there. Whatnot. You can feel them.
Oh, you feel them things get plump.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Like lip injections.
All right, you know what? So, long story short, basically, the clitoris is made up of the same spongy erectile tissue as the penis. So, basically, it expands and engorges with blood when aroused. So, basically, your clitoris will get erect when you are ready to bust that thing open.
Yo, I really had that happen before.
See, so you know.
And I swear to God, I swear he ate my coochie. It was the best ever.
Oh, yeah.
And then we didn't have sex afterwards. But like, I feel like I had male blue balls afterwards. So, like, I definitely feel like what is it called?
It's just an erection.
Oh, my coochie was hard. For sure.
So, like, basically, as Kevin was saying, but not so eloquently, you can observe, your clitoris having an erection or your coochie getting hard. So, basically,
We'll
next
call it
time,
what it is.
the next time you're in the mood, just look at your clitoris or touch it when you're aroused, and it will be bigger than usual. So, yeah, little tidbit of information that you might not know.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah.
I was clowning you, but look at me learning the facts. Now I like that.
Yeah, that's what we like to do here.
Yeah, I like it.
So I wanted to talk about a few things with you, and the first thing that I wanted to discuss for sure, if you guys are avid listeners of Chocolate Chip and Sip, y'all know friend of the show Stanley. Stan was here a few weeks ago, and he was talking about how someone gave him weed infused
He asked
ketchup.
for it.
He asked for weed infused ketchup,
Yes.
or did he ask for ketchup?
No, so we were sharing fries, and I offered him some fries. And I said, "Hey, you want some ketchup?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Oh, wait, it's weed infused," and he still put it in his mouth. So Stanley, you got to tell the story right. Don't make it seem like I'm out here date raping you and whatnot.
But you know what, Dan and Kev, the first thing I said, I was like, "Don't be on here acting like somebody is date raping you
Yeah,
at my
like
show."
I didn't date rape Stanley.
Yeah,
I would have, but I didn't.
I'm
And
not
it
gonna
wouldn't
lie.
have been with no damn ketchup, Stanley.
I'm not gonna lie. Yo, where
Yes.
you at? Okay, can you talk for a second? Hello?
Yeah, I can. Hold on, step outside.
Okay.
You got some
Because I gotta
something to
get
clear up.
I gotta give people a chance to defend themselves.
Oh God.
So, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So I got the person who gave you that ketchup.
They gave you what?
That ketchup.
Oh God.
Yes, don't make it seem like I was trying to like date rape you, Stanley.
Hold on.
I'm assuming he's moving through the crowd, but it kind of sounds like somebody's trying to date rape him again. I'm not gonna lie. It
I
sounds
mean,
real
I don't
bad.
blame him. He was
Yo, y'all wild.
pretty attractive. He's a pretty attractive young man.
Ew.
You said that last time, too.
Cause he's gross. I don't know what y'all be. Yo,
He's not
you don't
related to
understand.
me.
They always be like, "Oh my God,
And
Stanley,
technically,
Stanley."
he owes me. I gave him
shut
at
up.
least 5 fries.
Did you make me come outside for that?
No, I wanted you to tell people about how you got date raped, and I wanted her to defend herself.
I'm on the show right now.
Yes, you are. Don't draw.
Okay. The disclaimer.
Yes.
Okay. So what are you asking me?
She said she ain't do it. She said you asked for some of this amazing ketchup.
You asked for the ketchup, and
no.
when you dipped your fries, I said it's infused, and you said okay, and you ate it anyway.
I'm gonna let the people know the truth.
Oh, let
This
the
is
people
what happened.
hear
Oh my God.
your side of the
She
story.
was being nice, and she offered me some fries. Yes, she did. She was like, "You want some fries?" I said, "Sure, why not?" I took fries, and it was a container of ketchup, and I dipped it in there. And as I was eating it, she says, "Wait, that's infused ketchup."
Okay.
They didn't tell me beforehand.
Because who knew you were going to dip the fries? You opened it and everything. So, like, obviously, I wasn't
didn't
into the
open it.
ketchup.
It was already an open
I don't
container.
eat ketchup, so Stanley, I didn't open the ketchup. You ate the ketchup.
You
ate
led
the
me
ketchup.
to believe it was
No.
normal ketchup.
That's
You
your.
led me to believe.
I would just like
it
to
sounds
interject.
like you were trusting when you should not have been.
Final
so stranger
ruling.
danger for next time.
Final
Stanley.
ruling. Ain't nobody tell your greedy ass to reach over for
Thank
ketchup.
you.
You asked for fries, not ketchup. So
Thank
whatever
you.
you,
It was a
no.
setup. It was-
So
listen,
whatever
it
you
was a
got
Bill
from that is
Cosby.
on you.
He said it was a setup.
Hey, listen. It was a Bill Cosby setup. You don't.
Okay, you know what? All right, goodbye, Stanley. We're gonna go back to the show now. Thank you so much for your
All
time.
I'm saying is, in my defense, he dipped those fries on his own recognizance.
Yes,
That's all I'm saying. And he dipped twice. So,
Boom.
but he ain't tell you that.
As a matter of
twice.
fact, he did.
He's like
So yeah, thank you for chiming in on that.
Dick.
Long story short, don't be greedy. That's the moral of the story.
Yes, because big girls like to share, you know?
Erotic.
So I wanted to talk about a few things today, and just a few things that really get under my skin, and I wanted to know if they affected you as well.
Okay.
So the first thing is, I really can't stand, or I'm not gonna lie, I hate the barsexuals. The girls who get drunk at the bar and then want to kiss but don't never want to eat coochie.
What?
I hate barsexuals. Like I can't get into
I'm
it.
heard you.
I'm just saying.
Barsexuals. I've never heard that before.
Soon as a girl, and not all girls, but y'all know the girls I'm talking about. Y'all know the girls I'm talking about. Soon
girls
as
that
they
want the free drinks.
soon as they get a few shots in them, y'all trying to kiss me. If you ain't trying to kiss my coochie, don't try to kiss me in the face. All y'all want to do is
That's
get
where
attention.
we differ though, because see, you already know I love the LGBTQ community. I love them, love them to death. But I'm straight, so like when that happens to me, I be a little annoyed. Like so, yeah, it does get under my skin, but in a different way. Like shorty,
Because and
they're more aggressive than men.
Really?
Yes.
You think the barsexuals are more aggressive than men?
Barsexuals are more aggressive than men.
Really?
Barsexuals have your whole titty in your mouth, so I don't know about them not eating the coochie, but they be ready to do what it is they got to do, you know. And I feel like with men know boundaries. They don't, and I think they don't because they're women, so they think it's okay because, like, you know, oh, I'm a woman, you're a woman, it's okay. But no, like, you're being sexual, and that's not okay. So I don't know. Yeah, they're more aggressive than men.
Is it me, or I feel like you're only doing these behaviors to get attention from the men? Because if at the end of the night, pillow princess or not, you ain't at least trying to give me a little finger.
I feel like
No,
a pillow
nothing.
princess
Then
wouldn't
what?
be as aggressive. That's the whole thing. So that's why you can kind of like spot that they're fake, because a pillow princess waits to be approached more times than often.
Yeah.
Because she knows she ain't eating no coochie. You know, she waiting for the motherfuckers come offering the coochie, you know, to eat the coochie. So it's like those women in the club, like you said, like they're pretend.
The barsexuals. Call them by their name. The barsexuals.
The barsexuals, yeah, they're definitely more aggressive than men, I would say.
I feel like every group of friends has one barsexual in like the group.
It's sad because, like, okay, so I have a thing, but like,
Oh my God, you
since-
got so
yeah, like, because I feel like I would be the barsexual friend because straight and everything. Because okay, if we're drunk and you have titties, I want to feel them. Like I like squishy stuff. So like I can come off as being like a barsexual if you think about it, because if we're drunk and we're all chilling, I want to feel your titties. It's either your titties or my own titties, and that looks weird. So
I think the feeling of the titties ain't as bad as
Okay,
you physically
so-
trying to put your tongue in my mouth.
okay, so maybe I'm not as barsexual as I think, but yeah, if I'm drunk and I'm chilling, I want to feel some titties.
Dan, were you trying to say something?
I don't know. I was just pulling up my hand because I'm probably the barsexual, but like towards guys, like get me a few drinks. I'm like, hey, Kevin, come over here.
I felt those hands before.
I feel like Dan would let me feel his tits for sure.
I'm not gonna lie.
100%.
We were at the bar one day, and Dan just breaks out in like a full back bend, like a full bridge.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
And I was like,
How
what,
do you
Dan?
know you can do that though?
What's that?
Like at this age, how do you know you can do that?
So because I still perform in a marching band, and like we always have, like times where we can rock out, dance as we're playing, and
Gotcha.
yeah, I do that because people see it and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Like
Said
picture,
I practiced.
what are you playing when you do that?
Trumpet.
So a picture like Sierra doing the Matrix with a trumpet in her mouth.
Okay, Dan
that's
is my
Dan.
soulmate, guys.
That's Dan. Dan, are you gonna come do it? If you're watching on YouTube, Dan is gonna.
I think Dan is my soulmate. Look at him. You beautiful white man,
You beautiful soul, you. So
You beautiful white man with your pink nips. I love you, Dan.
Chocolate Chip and Sip is a wild place.
I love Dan.
Every week we just get wilder.
Something new happens every day.
Yes, Kevin, we just like to keep it spicy.
Keep it fresh.
Yeah, keep it
You on
fresh.
your
Keep it
toes.
Speaking of keeping it fresh, you said grapefruiting is for women who don't have
Oh
no
yeah,
talent.
yeah. I stand 100% on that. I feel like if you know your man and you know how to please your man, you don't need those extras. Could they be fun? Yes, of course. But so if you're introducing them into the bedroom as a means of keeping things fresh, but as a means of keeping things going, that's wrong. Something's wrong.
So you think a woman who just her go-to dick sucking move is the grapefruit? They don't.
Yeah. So and maybe it's just me because I always say like I'm not the most experienced sexually, and for me, sex is different. Like I like connection during sex, but I guess if you're looking for feel, I think that the women who use toys in the bedroom too are also at a disadvantage. Like
I have a half chub right now.
You shouldn't. I feel like personally, you shouldn't need extras. If you're with your person and you love your person and you guys have that connection, that should do it. Now, if you need a rose to help you get an orgasm, you need a new mate, and I stand on that.
I think that toys and the grapefruit and all that, it's like makeup. It should enhance your beauty. It should enhance your sex, but you shouldn't have to need it every single time.
Okay.
Like
you see my eyebrows, like, hold up, because I'm finer than a motherfucker already. I don't need no makeup.
But this is what I'm saying, right? So
kidding.
you should be fine with your partner. Like you shouldn't need toys and fruit and all the shit every
It's a
time.
lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And if you get to that point where the only way I've been drinking too much. Sorry.
I'm a lady.
Sorry, y'all. I've been drinking too much, and I am a lady for sure. I feel like if you get to that point where you have to have that, maybe you guys need to start working backwards,
Conversation should
reconnecting, and getting that together, because that's a major part of it. Like sex, a lot of people will have sex and not understand that the connection behind sex is not really physical. It's a mental connection. So if you're not mentally connected to that person, then you have to find other ways to bring the excitement.
Yeah.
But if you know your partner and you're really, really working towards pleasing your partner, like I was selling Storm, like the one thing you can do, watch your partner please themselves.
Yeah.
If you watch how they please themselves, then you know what to mimic. You know what pieces of this they like, what special areas. But like, I think that for me, I always say for me, I don't do the toys. I feel like we're going to have to connect on a different level to make it work.
I think you said it best before we started recording. You was like, the best way to learn your partner is to watch them please themselves.
See what they like. Like, a lot of times we get into this mood where it's like, oh, I don't get turned on by that. This ain't about you. This isn't about you. This is about him and what he likes, her and what she likes. So if she likes something that you wouldn't necessarily do, if that's your mate, you should be willing to at least explore that.
But is there a limit to that?
No, not in my room.
Really? So if you're telling me your partner came up, if you're telling me your partner came up and was like, yo, the way I need to get there is for you to shit on my chest.
Yeah. So, all right. So, we're here. No, because we're here and the world is watching. So I got to be a little,
Yeah, this ain't that place. You can be as honest as you want to.
I only had 2 hard no's before I came here today. And that was always pink meat. No offense, Dan, because you changed my mind. That's what I said before I came here today. And pussy. So if you in your right mind and you say to me like, babe, I really think that I could get off on you shitting on me, I'm not getting shitted on. Just lay down. You're gonna be a shitty ass. and we're gonna do what we have to do. Like, I feel like that's a part of, yes, big farts, because I'm a big bitch, so big farts. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's all a part of finding your mate and being able to
Compromise.
compromise.
Yeah.
And I always say that compromise, not sacrifice.
Yeah. Big facts.
Compromise,
Big facts.
not
Talk
sacrifice.
about
And
it.
there's really a big difference, because some people think that, oh, I tell you can't do this, then this is the way we're supposed to go. No, that's not how it's supposed to
No.
go. There are going to be some things that you like that I don't like, but in order for us to be together, we have to both try. So because of that, I will shit on you.
And I think that same thing goes for like everything in
Twice.
a relationship. Is like for sex, for your love language, for finances. Like if there's no
Anything and
compromise,
everything.
it's no point in y'all being
Not
together.
sacrifice. Not me work 40 hours while you stay home to watch your kids and we figure out how to pay the bills. No, we compromise so we can see how it's a way for both of us to still live and still produce results.
Speaking of that, I saw something really crazy online last week, and it was basically a bunch of married and divorced women talking about how they were married, but they were single mothers.
Okay.
So they would be in these relationships, in these marriages, and basically they would work 40 hours a week, and the husband would work 40 hours a week, and then they would come home and still have to
expectancy
cook,
was still for
clean.
them to be women.
Yeah, they would have to come home and
Yeah.
cook, clean, and if the kids need help with homework, like the man wouldn't really do nothing. And I was like, yo, the crazy part
That's
is
a woman's role.
it's a lot of people who don't realize, you married, but you're still a single mother.
Yeah, because a lot of people think that marriage is a union that's based on pleasing the husband, right? And I have this conversation a lot with people who want to date outside of their race and have these so-called justified reasons for doing so. Recently, a black man told me he wanted to marry a Spanish woman because she would take care of the house and this and this and that. But that's also how she's raised. So when you look at it and you look at black women and you see like black women are starting to realize we could do this shit on our own. And not even from a place of independence. We're starting to realize the difference between needing a man and wanting a man. Because to need a man is to not be able to pay your bills. To need a man is to not be able to hold it down on your own. But to want a man is to be able to take a man and he come and enlarge everything I already did. Not me have to sacrifice to take him on. So in that compromise, it's like, okay, I get it. You work 40 hours a week. I work 40 hours a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I cook. Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, you cook. Sunday, we come together as a family and we cook.
Well, goddamn, when is fucking Taco Tuesday or
Taco
fucking
Tuesday
Takeout Friday?
is
Anything.
Tuesday, and if your husband know how to mix the meat, he gonna have it right. Okay. So, but then I also think that it's also a very important thing to kind of get away from societal norms.
Yeah.
Start dating people who you like.
Not even
Because you like them, not because you feel it's supposed to be right or because you feel this is where you're supposed to end up. Date them because you simply like them.
honestly, date people who also have the same ideals as you.
That
Like your
too.
partner is supposed to increase your territory, not make your life harder.
That
you shouldn't
too.
feel like you're sacrificing
But that's a person you would like. That's a person you would like.
This is
and
true.
even if it's a person that you like and you get to speaking with them and you get to learning more about them, you see you don't like them anymore, it's okay because you were halfway on the right track.
Yeah.
It ain't always gonna work out. Trust me.
I know that's right.
It's not always gonna work out.
And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. It's not gonna work out a lot.
It's not gonna work out a
until
lot.
you find your person. Then it's gonna work out.
Well, sometimes you have to understand too that your mind chooses people, but your vagina chooses people also. So
That's
sometimes
true.
you have to make the sacrifice to see if you can make it link up or if you want to just take it for what it's worth. So,
I agree.
That part too.
Honestly, me and my vagina not seeing eye to eye right now.
Me and my vagina never see eye to eye. My vagina likes light skinned men, and for the life of me, my head can't figure that shit out. Like,
Your vagina is a colorist.
she is weird. She's weird. She likes light skinned men with muscles, and where the fuck do you even find that? Like
Your vagina wants some of that Shamar Moore
our vagina
with
like
the pelvic thrust.
like Mr. Davery too. It's like, no, I'm kidding.
What? All right, and now we're moving on. My vagina doesn't have a preference, but we are not seeing eye to eye right now.
My vagina does.
Everyone who I think I like, my vagina be like, nah, sis, won't really like him. We ain't feeling him like that.
So my vagina likes dominant men, but because my mind is a dominant personality, we don't typically attract them. So my vagina can kind of spot them out. Like, and
There you go, right there.
yeah,
sis.
like
thump, thump.
him right there. He gonna act like he don't like you, but he gonna give it to you. He gonna act like your dominance is too much for him. He's not, but he gonna give it up. Easy.
Easy.
See that? What camera I'm looking at? Easy.
I'm actually
Easy.
I think that the reason we're not seeing eye to eye is because I'm trying to be purposeful with my pussy. And like first of all, it sucks donkey dick. I hate it here, but I have gotten a lot of insight from it. And I've learned a lot of things.
But does purpose necessarily, when it comes to your vagina, have to mean not being able to have sex?
No, but right. So for a long time, I was having sex with guys who.
Pee.
Oh, you could pee. I could talk for a second. It's cool.
I gotta pee. I'll be back, guys.
Make it right. Make it right. Make it right.
I tried to hold it.
That made me soft.
I try to hold it. So I think that for a long time I was having sex with people who weren't giving me the complete package, but it's like, oh, he might physically look like what I like, or he might be funny the way I like, or he might, remind me of something that I like, but I wasn't running into men that had everything that I like. Like, he wasn't emotionally available. He wasn't ready for a relationship. And now my vagina is like, yeah, no, we're not taking pieces no more. We want everything. It's all or nothing. So I'd be like, oh yeah, I like him. He's cool. Text him back. Go on a date with him. And my vagina be like, no, we ain't doing that shit. No. So it's a learning process and it's a learning curve, but it's interesting because hindsight is 2020. So I'm looking back like, wow, I really didn't like that nigga. I just liked his muscles. Well, I really didn't like that nigga. He just liked the same type of food or wanted to do the nerd shit that I wanted to do. So it's insightful. It's very, very, very insightful. So while Shanelle is peeing, and God willing, she'll wash her
Vagina
hands.
power.
She'll wash her hands. So I wanted to talk a little bit about I want everyone, because this goes for men and women alike, I want you all to stop falling for them. Oh, he took me to meet his mom, so that means he liked me.
No, it doesn't.
Nah.
Talk about it. Come back and talk about it.
No, it doesn't.
Like, long story short, and this is really because I care about y'all, and I hate to see y'all on Facebook complaining about the same three things, right? So long story short, just because he takes you to meet his mom doesn't mean he likes you. No, I'm gonna rephrase that.
It just means she gonna be there too.
I'm gonna rephrase that. Just because they take you to meet their mom doesn't mean they really like you. And I say that because women and men do this alike, right? So I know y'all all seen that viral clip like, yo, some of y'all only met my mom because we had to walk through the living room. No, I'm not talking about those. There is a certain type of sick individual, okay, who will purposely take you to meet their parents to make it seem like, yeah, girl, you the one. Give me that booty hole.
I don't think so. I think, all right, so here's my take on that. If you're raised by somebody who thinks that that's okay, who doesn't hold a value on that, then you think it's okay. So yeah, mom is in on it because she raised you like this.
Yo,
this bullshit.
That is a very important point.
Yeah, like mom, she know.
Yo, that is a very important point. Mom be in on it too. Mom is in on it too.
For sure.
Like, seriously.
Grandmom too.
I'm not gonna hold you.
A lot of time, grandma be in it a little bit deeper than mom, for real.
Now, here's the difference between grandmom and mom, though. Mom going kiki in your face, right?
Grandma gonna cook you a meal. What you about to say?
Grandmom gonna cook you a meal, kiki in your face, but grandmom is gonna go back and air her grandchild out. Like, you doing
she
a lot.
She gonna air him out, but she also gonna tell you why she fixing that place. He ain't shit, girlfriend. She gonna be on both sides. I will say grandmom is more of the neutral. Like, bitch, if you with it, I'm with it. Mom is more so like, oh, it's my child or whatever. But I feel like at the end of the day, girl,
that's mommy's baby. No,
girl.
No. At least grandmom going
until you get invited to the family reunion, don't take none of that shit serious.
I agree. I'm saying family reunion because baby showers don't count.
Yep.
Cookouts don't count.
Special ranks.
Weddings don't count. It is the family reunion.
Because everybody here. So even if you bullshitting or whatever, everybody in your family knows you ain't shit. Mm-hmm. So when I get played, it's gonna be cool because everybody in your family know you ain't shit.
You ain't
just
shit.
Me. Everybody knows you ain't shit too. The fuck? It's both of us. We ain't shit. You ain't shit and I'm played, but still we something. We something.
You ain't shit, but I'm played. I hate it here.
It is what it is.
So I wanted to talk about recently I was just thinking back on all the ridiculous shit that I be doing, and I had the thought of what's the smoothest way that you've got someone's number or someone tried to get your number. So of course I go on Al Gore's internet, right? And I asked y'all, and some of the answers I got was ridiculous, but I wanted to ask you first, what's the smoothest way that you've gotten someone's number or someone has gotten your number?
Yeah, I think the only time I ever was like into getting people's number was when it was the whole "can I use your phone" phase, and that really was like, it was kind of smooth at first, but as you got into it, it was like it wasn't really smooth. So I got like 1 or 2 numbers, but the whole "hey, can I use your phone?"
That was you.
Yeah, that was me. Oh, you know, I had to call my phone because I couldn't find it, but look, it's in my purse. But hey, you could text me later.
Hey, I'll just sing you a little.
You can text me later. I text you my name.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
One of my names.
Girl, see, and now here we go. We were doing so well. How did we get here, honestly?
It's never well.
So I wanted to go over a few of the answers that I found on the gram. So first, I put a parking ticket on her car.
Ooh.
The ticket was an old one of mine.
Ooh.
Then I offered to pay the ticket.
Run, bitch.
That's some smooth shit.
Bitch, no, that's crazy.
That's not smooth.
First of all, okay, because you know I'm a thinker. Okay? Because, bitch, you ain't see that wasn't your tag number.
No, ain't nobody looking at that.
I am.
Y'all, let's be honest.
I am. Maybe it's okay. Again, maybe it's me because I'm punctual. So if I get a ticket, I want to pay it. So it's like I'm looking at the ticket. I'm trying to figure out where you went wrong to not give me this fucking ticket in the first place. So you mean to tell me she didn't know her tag number or nothing?
Bruh, if I come out of brunch, that tag number and that ticket is a wrap. I'm throwing it right in the glove compartment, which is probably where he got the ticket from.
Yeah, so he ain't never gonna get no call. So he wasn't that smooth.
Next.
I
slid in her DMs for years until she finally noticed me. Ooh. My man played the long game. I admire that. I couldn't do it, but I admire it.
I had somebody be in my DMs for 10 years.
Really?
Wow.
Talking to themselves, or like every once in a while you would entertain?
Every once in a while I would entertain. I want to say from like 2009 to like 2022. That's the longest time. And I finally gave him some coochie and it was awful.
Ah.
All right. Nope.
It was awful. I'm sorry.
Not going to do that.
Different conversation.
That's a different conversation. But honestly, at what point during that sexual encounter did you say to yourself, I should have left this nigga in DMs?
After it was over.
Really?
Yeah, because he like, so, all right.
Wait, so you were uncertain during the whole intercourse?
Yeah, like I was never sexually attracted to him, but it was kind of, it's weird. So like my association with sex is a little bit weird. So in my brain, it was like, okay, if we do it, get it over with. So it's like, okay, I'm horny, you're horny, let's try it. But then it was kind of like affirmation that I need connection to have sex. So it was like when I initially tried it, it was like, okay, maybe we think too much about this process. So when we did it, it was like, no, it wasn't.
Send prayers up for this young man. Thank you. The next one, I really like this one. That SNL skit. Can I have your number? Can I have your number? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have the 10 numbers that will electronically connect me to you? I said that and he gave it to me. I think that was cute. I would do that. I would definitely do that.
I would have told your ass I left it at the movie theater. Because what?
So this one, she said she was a lesbian. I said me too. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like when men do that.
Men said he was a lesbian. So the woman said she's a lesbian and men said me too. Yeah, no.
I really don't like that. It's weird. It's very passive aggressive and it's like you can't take a hint. I told you that I'm not interested. Like you physically will never be what I like.
I'm not lesbian because lesbians have coochies. So
don't do that again.
Don't do what again? Him?
No, him. Don't do that again. If she says she's a lesbian, respect her wishes, whether you think she lying or not. Move on.
I think that men that try to coerce you into seeing their view already for me are a red flag.
I agree.
Like even 1000%. With little things, like if I say, hey, I'm not into this type of this or this type of this, and their response is, oh, well, I'll teach you or I'll show you.
Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, like I don't like that. That to me feels very, very predatory, and it just lets me know that you don't respect boundaries.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't respect boundaries.
Yes. Okay, the next one. had her mom come in at Wawa and said, my daughter wants you, and said, she grown. Well, tell her grown ass to come in here and talk to me.
I was gonna say, but she sent somebody else.
I hope you ain't give her that number. And you know what? To play devil's advocate, sometimes moms be wildin'. Sometimes they so sick of you and your single ass, they be trying to hook you up with people that you didn't even like have any fucking interest in.
Nah, my mom just be reminding me she ain't gonna babysit. That's about it. Anything else, she didn't give a damn. She ain't going in no store to get nobody a number.
Yo,
Kim ain't with none of that. She finna let you know, look, whatever y'all gonna do, make sure y'all do it on your own time, because I ain't babysitting. That's all she gonna say. That's all she gonna say. As far as going back in there to talk to you for me, nah.
Is it done?
Nah, she finna remind me she ain't raised us like that.
Oh my God.
You snooze, you lose.
So the next one. As I walked out of class texting, this girl asked me, was I texting her? She bagged me on sight. Now, y'all, this nigga petty as fuck, because it's actually me. And this is the story I also was going to tell, right? So he told it wrong, though. It was a long time ago, though. I was in college, and this guy was walking out of class. We were in the same class, though. But already, like, the whole, like, first class, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna climb this tree. Like, oh my God, he was just fucking so sexy. And he was like 6'7". I said, I am going to fucking climb this tree, God. Right? So he comes out and he's looking on his phone. So I'm like 267, and he's like, what? I'm like 267, and he's like, what? I'm like, my number. So he takes it down and then hit me up later, and I got the draws.
Yeah, so she was a part of the whole let me call myself in your phone number. She don't even know she did the what is it, the bipartisan part?
The bipartisan.
The bipartisan part. And she's like, I got the draws.
I got the draws, dog. Next one, I thought this shit was funny as fuck. They said, I ain't Joe Biden, but can I take you out to dinner? Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody said that shit to me. I'm gonna giggle a little bit.
I'm not gonna lie. When you first said that shit to me, I'm like, what the fuck does Joe Biden have to do with dinner? Like,
the president? What is the president?
Joe Biden, the president? Is he gonna take you guys to the waterfront? But no, like, okay, I get it now though. Bing bong.
So the last one. I wrote a poem with my number on an empty bag with chicken bones in it on scepter, handed it to her, and got off. She called, cracking the fuck up. It's given very much witchcraft. No, I'm the only one who, just me. Nobody else is getting witchcraft.
Definitely witchcraft.
It's the bones for me.
It's the bones for me, Kevin.
Like,
Yes.
I don't know if it would be considered witchcraft necessarily, but I would say like,
Bro, he put a root on her.
Run. He
Yes.
crazy. She crazy for accepting. Like, what?
Yes.
Those are chicken bones.
It's given very much, I put a spell on you.
Right. And she ain't got no choice now. So it don't matter what she think. We in this. Life first.
Y'all are wildin' and annoying. Dan, do you want to get into the edible?
Get a man.
Hold on 1 second, because I am not other places. There we go.
Okay, so the edible portion of the show is when we read any questions that people send in. It can be questions, comments, things they want to talk about, whatever. Right?
Okay.
So, first, what is the freakiest shit you've ever done?
Oh, so, all right. So the freakiest thing that I would say I've ever done was having sex outside. Kelly Drive. The circle wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. It was quick, but it was cool.
It was quick on whose behalf?
On his behalf.
I hate this for him.
I love him to this day, though. He was awesome.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
awesome. It was an experience. I mean, yeah. Kelly Drive underneath the blossom tree.
Oh, see, now you're making it sound romantic.
It was romantic
For
but-
all 30 seconds of it.
So like, okay, so I think like I suck at like the freakiest thing I've ever done because the freakiest things I want to do and what I've done don't add up because I haven't met those people yet.
Okay, I agree. So let's start over. What's the freakiest thing you would want to do?
The freakiest thing I want to do is I'm really, really into BDSM. I like the idea of being tied up. So I think that it would be like super fucking awesome to have someone who would be willing to role play.
Yeah.
And like we go to a city and we kind of pick a role, we play a role, and then we BDSM after that.
Like y'all meet up at the bar, act like y'all know each other.
We meet up at the bar, you kidnap me.
Oh, chloroform
Tie
or
me
no?
up. No chloroform.
Okay, I'm just saying, how are we getting into it? Let me know. What we doing? Roofies or no?
No roofies, just good drinks. And then after that, you know, like, okay, like I said, kidnap, but then also just like the whole BDSM experience, like being tied up to the bed. And that's the whole kidnap feel of it. But that's what I feel like my freakiest moment will be when I have it.
I love this for you.
I do. I love this for me too. God, do you hear me?
From
Send
my
me
mouth to
someone
your
freaky.
ears, Lord, please.
Send me someone freaky. 6'6"ish.
Yes, I know that's right. Come on,
6'6"
somebody.
is kind of thickish.
Next. Is it selfish for a man to want kids with his significant other if she has a child already 10 years and older? I don't think it's selfish. I think you have to ask her, does she want more kids? And I think those are like introductory questions. I don't think that's personal at all. Like, you got kids, do you want more kids?
I think that you're right. I think that that's something that you would talk to well before we got to that stage.
Yeah.
Me personally, I do have a 10-year-old daughter, and I feel like
I didn't know your daughter was 10. My son is 10.
My daughter is 10. She'll be 11 next month.
My son will be
me.
11 until February.
Well, I'm gonna pray for you still.
Thank you.
But I feel like when you have those conversations, you have to be honest. Because a lot of people. So for me, right, I want to have more kids. It's kind of difficult because we're older. We're a little bit older. But I feel like that whole expectancy that like you're supposed to have kids by your 30 was based on when life expectancy was like 60.
I agree.
But now since it's like 100 and I'm watching these ladies like 42, 44 have triplets
Pushing them out.
shit.
Pushing them out.
Yeah. Like I still feel like there's hope for me. So like I do believe that you should be open. But I also feel like those are conversations you would have before you even establish a relationship.
1000%.
So if you're in a relationship with someone and you're not even sure if they want to have additional kids,
that's weird to me.
Already on the wrong track.
And like you said, like my son is already 10. He'll be 11 in February. And I personally want 4 more kids. I want 5 kids top. So if you already got 2, that means we only having 3. Just make sure we do the math.
So are you familiar with the underworld world of women who are choosing to have the kids without the fathers?
I am, and I do not want to be a part of that.
So I've thought about that. Like I felt like that if I'm not in a position where I'm at least 35 and on my track, you know, with a man to be able to have another baby, that I would definitely do the insemination and have my own baby. You know, like it sounds weird, but
No, it doesn't at all.
I know it doesn't, but I feel like we're living in a different time.
It's weird because the thought of a single mother has a negative connotation.
Yeah, so it's like, why would you choose to be a single mom?
The thought of being a single mother in the way that
I want
you're
a kid,
describing.
bitch. It's like,
Yeah, no real shit. Like me personally, I think it also depends on what are your reasons for having the kid, right? You want a kid.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would like to experience the family aspect. So I really want to.
I feel like my first kid was a product of me being young and me being like closeted.
Yeah.
And then from that, being able to get out and have experiences I didn't know. You know, like it sounds weird because I was 22, but you still have certain innocences at certain ages.
Agree.
It doesn't matter. But it's like, you know, I didn't know that the consequences of having unprotected sex would definitely be a baby because I've done it.
Definitely going to have a baby,
right? But it's like, you know, I've done it before. I've never been on birth control. Everything was cool. So it's like, okay, now what the fuck are you talking about? Pregnant? Like, no, 9 months. No, I was with this guy for 4 years, always and never. So it's like, you know, why this one time? But you start to realize, like, okay, you know, you learn your lesson. So it's like now I feel like if I was to get into a healthy relationship and have that type of feeling, I would definitely love to have as many children as God allows, really.
Hell yeah.
But like I wouldn't be against of doing it myself. Like I hold fast on that by 35.
Man, listen, soon as I stop asking niggas what's their favorite color and I find one who makes it past that stage,
I'll base you if need be.
Hell yeah. Come on, somebody. All right, the next one.
I'll base you if you need me to.
So this one, I hate y'all. Okay, I'm gonna start there. I hate y'all. It says, if you had to choose one, which could you see yourself dealing with? shitty draws or stank breath? First of all, sir or ma'am, you spelled a lot of shit wrong in here. You're welcome for reading it the way it was supposed to be written, but you spelled a bunch of shit wrong. But yeah, so which one? Shitty draws or stank breath? For me personally, I'ma go with stank breath, and I'm gonna stand on that. It's something about the shitty draws. Yeah, I lied. I'm gonna do shitty draws. But then I don't want your shitty asshole in my bed. I can't.
So it's funny because I was gonna say, where are we?
Like,
Where are we like
can't.
this?
First of all, I can't even deal with my son's shitty draws, so I can't deal with no grown ass man with bacon
can't
strips
deal-
in his draws.
My daughter was potty trained at 15 months. I don't play with no shitty diaper. No shit. Yeah.
Dan,
Can I just choose
shitty draws or stank breath? Go.
I will deal with stank breath.
Kevin.
Honestly, I go stank breath.
Stank breath.
Really?
Stank breath.
Y'all made it
It's
seem like
weird.
it's such a easy decision.
Because I feel like I would go shitty draws because it's on the bottom. There's a good chance that it doesn't blow over.
It's
but it's like,
easier. It's easier to fix stank breath though.
Also,
no, I don't think
wash
so.
your ass.
Yeah,
I mean,
like the
my-
most
Halitosis is real, Kevin.
the most you're gonna get with shitty draws is they sit down
Halitosis.
air stink.
That's what I'm saying. Like you only get it that one puff when they sit down and then get back up. But then it's like a whole conversation with somebody with shitty breath.
And what if they eating you out, throwing your pH balance off?
Yeah, so
Dan-
I have really, really strong views on that. Like if your breath stink, you can't eat my vagina.
I agree.
It took a long time for me to get to a place where I could like consistently make that a part of sex because I have a really pretty vagina. So because of that, yeah, it sounds crazy. I'll show you if you're willing.
Dan has something to say. Dan, please cut her off. Cut her mic off.
No, but that is serious because all that shit, it really like affects your pH, just like you said, and it affects your vagina. So yeah, no, it took a long time. I take shitty pants.
I had two things to say. One is that usually like I like having my hand like on her butt, like in all situations.
You
like,
asked me.
Damn,
oh, I am
but-
so much an ass
I
man.
did not know you were an ass man.
Oh yeah,
Dan likes shitty
I
butt.
got boobs right here. I don't have the ass. That's what I'm lacking. So, like even a car ride, like I like having my hand in it. Oh yeah.
Left hand on that wheel, right hand on that pussy.
Exactly.
No.
So yeah, no. I would rather it not be a shitty ass. So, just saying.
But how do you get over somebody talking in your face? Like I feel like that's direct. Like like somebody just in your face, just talking with shit.
Disrespectful.
You just breathe through your mouth.
Now I gotta be a mouth breather.
True.
I save my talents for when they're useful.
Oh, here's more right here.
I'm gonna tell you to go.
What's the weirdest thing you find attractive about a man?
Ooh, weirdly. So there are certain ththings that I find attractive about a man. The first thing I think is sweat. I love a man who sweats. And I'm not talking about stinky sweat. I'm talking about like
Just moist.
natural pheromones. Yes. Then pheromones. I feel like pheromones are really huge. So like been to work all day and you're just coming home and you just smell lived in, I guess you could say. Lived in. Yeah, like you just smell lived in. And I think like the other thing is I love a man with nice thighs. Yeah.
Thighs are underrated on men.
What? It's because women don't understand the power of the thrust. If you understood the power of the thrust, then you would see why that's important. Like, I can't do skinny men. Like, I'm a thick woman. I need something that I'm going to feel.
Bro, I'm
Slap
not gonna
me
lie.
up.
This has been one of my happiest
up.
summers. This has been one of my happiest summers. That Hoochie Daddy short season shit, it was lit for me because I love some
Listen.
thighs.
But I've
Bro.
been with the Hoochie Daddy shorts before they were Hoochie Daddies.
Come on, let's talk about it.
Watching and everything else. People be like, oh, you watch football? Yeah, it's thighs in it. I don't even have
Bruh.
a fucking team. I watch soccer. I watch fucking wrestling to this day. I can sit here and tell you the first time I saw Goldberg. I can tell you that recently I've been loving Roman Reigns. It is like I just love the male, but I love the male body though.
Yo, you ever watch the like Olympic cyclists?
I watch all that shit.
Bro, the ass and the thighs on them are
Literally.
ridiculous.
All that shit.
Ridiculous.
And people be like, oh, you watch this? Yeah, I do. Like, fuck.
I'm watching for them ham hocks.
I watch it all day long.
I'm
Like,
watching for them thighs. The ham
I watch it
hocks,
for
all
the
that.
thighs. I watch it for just I don't know. Like, it's something about a man being a man that just it's it for me.
Completely
Always.
underrated. I think men being
Yes.
men are amazing.
Also, you know what else? That little backpack on the neck thing.
What backpack on the neck thing?
Like, you ever see like a guy who has like muscles and he has like that extra
The 50 Cent shoulder muscle. That's
Yes.
I feel like 50 Cent made that popular.
Goldberg,
Yeah.
Vin Diesel had one at
Oh.
one point. I can go on for days. The Rock had one.
What's the
It's
guy from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't know. I never seen
No.
that.
What's the guy?
Drex.
Drex. What's his name?
Oh, Batista.
Batista has it.
Yes,
Oh my
Batista.
god.
Oh, you're talking about lat muscles?
Batista.
Yeah.
John
Is that what it's
Cena
called?
has small. What's it called? Lat
Lat
muscles.
Yeah, the lat.
Yeah,
It's like from the
that is
neck to the
life.
shoulder.
Man, call it the wet because that's what I get when I see
Exactly.
it. Okay. That fucking right here, nigga. You
And
talking
don't
about
let
right
him
here?
have a strong one. He can hold them thighs up,
What?
hold the cast and everything.
What?
Yeah, that's underrated.
Also, I am also
Teeth are 100.
teeth are a bonus for me. Teeth are makeup. If you have nice teeth, it's like, oh yeah, it's a plus.
So it goes back to me and my problems with like feeling like, oral sex. I feel like that makes me more comfortable to know that you have good dental hygiene. So
My
teeth are a thing for me.
my weird thing that I like about men is I like to watch men clean their sneakers. Oh yeah. It get my pussy wet. Especially, but hear me out though.
Why?
If you don't have like a actual sneaker cleaning kit, it's not the same.
Right.
I'm not talking about you Clorox wipe wearing or Clorox wipe having Clorox wipe
Awesome on the
using
rag.
niggas. I'm not talking about the Fabuloso on the rag niggas. No. I'm talking about the men who got the kit and they pull out that little brush and they pull out that foam and they be moving like this. Bro, wet.
You know what is something that automatically like does it for me, but it's not like a conventional thing.
What?
18-wheelers, like semi trucks, like
like the
Mac
CEO
brand and
guys.
Peter, yeah, Mac and Peterbilt. Oh my god.
So you
What
are
is
a
that?
lot lizard.
Yes, I am. See, that's why I knew what the sign meant before.
That's
you
so
guys
crazy
told me.
because I never knew what that was.
Lot Lizard is a girl who sells her pussy in the truckers thing, but I've never sold any pussy. Like, let's just get that clear.
Let's just put that out
I
there.
feel
I've never
like-
sold any pussy.
So for me, right, I'm such
Uh-huh.
a dominant woman that a man or anything that exhibits like power and force, it automatically does it for me because it shows me my place.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand, like, it's a conflicting thing because like my personality offhand is very dominant, very confident, but when it comes down to like intimate situations, I'm very submissive.
You know what's crazy? I feel like dominant women or really confident women, whenever they encounter a confident or dominant man, we don't try to go back and forth. We
No.
automatically assume our role as being
Yeah.
submissive.
But you gotta 100% be of worthy.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. Like, a lot of guys think that they're quote unquote right now him, but in reality you're not. And that's why the woman that you're so-called attracted to, she can see through that because she's her for you, but you ain't him to be with her. So therefore it's a conflict of interest.
If you have a truly dominant woman, because there are some women who are honestly not confident within themselves, and in
Right.
order to subside that,
Defense
they put out
mechanism.
this dominant. Like, you ever seen a little dog who just bark crazy all day? It's the same
No, he
thing.
never gonna bite you.
He's never gonna bite you. He just woo, 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 woo.
Right.
Like, honestly, there are some women who put that defense up as
Yeah.
well. But if you encounter a truly dominant woman, if you are a dominant man, she will really chill. Like, if your girl is
Without
not chill,
hesitation.
without hesitation.
She waiting for it.
If your girl isn't chilling, she isn't truly dominant, or you aren't that nigga.
That part.
You aren't that man.
That's the part they don't want to hear.
Especially, I feel like black women too. They're always like, "Oh, black women don't submit. Black women don't submit."
We finna
No.
get blocked tonight. You start talking about that.
All right.
I feel
All
like
right,
when
I'ma
it
chill.
comes
I'ma
to
chill.
black women in submission, right? You have to look at history. When you look at history and you look at how women were always considered to be chattel or be beneath men, black women have figured out that it's okay to be free. And with that, you have a generation of women who are not afraid to go out and get the money themselves, a generation of women who are not afraid to be out to be breadwinners and things like that. But then you also have a generation of women who still seek the comfort and seek men in a sense of things other than them being a provider. But because men are bred to be providers, they don't understand what that's like.
And honestly, some don't have anything to offer other than providing. Come on.
So that's what I say when I say they don't know what it's like outside of that, because then our men are taught, do good, go to work, provide for the household, whatever.
And this is your reward.
A woman who will take care of you, a woman who will provide this for you, cook for the kids, provide kids, or whatever. And in reality, when you sit back and think about it, that's the description of a mother.
The moral of the story is, if you're corny and you get money, you just corny with money.
You just corny with money.
You have to be him.
You have to be him, and you have to be real with yourself about what type of her you're looking for. Because if you're looking for a woman who goes and conquers her ambitions and she keeps up with herself and this and this and that, you can't take that woman and trap her in the house. It'll never work.
It's not gonna work.
So because then you'll take her, you'll trap her in the house, then she's unhealthy, and then you're stuck out looking for ambitious women who fancy you. So at the end of the day, you have to find somebody who's, forget finding somebody who's anything. You have to be real within yourself. When you know yourself, you attract what's for yourself.
Come on, somebody.
So
come on.
That's the key part for me. Like when people sit back and they start talking about like relationships and what it is they're looking for, what it is that they want, you have to have a conversation about who you are and what you want to be first. Because without that, you can't even interact with these people if you bring them about. Come on. You know what I mean? Because then it's like you're dealing with people who are dealing in their true element and you're pretending. So because you're pretending, you guys never fully connect.
Preacher.
So
come on, somebody.
But no, like it's real shit. Like you can sit here. This is also why I hate one of the most common dating questions. What do you like? Because if I tell you what I like and you want to pretend to be that for a month, you waste my time and your time.
Yep. So
therefore, there is no clear message of what it is I like or what it is I'm expecting. I'm here to learn you, and I'll deal with you accordingly. So if we make it to a point where we can get to different elements and different stages, then of course we'll have a time. But if not, then it's like, okay, I'm happy I met you, and I'm perfectly okay with it.
No, that's real. I feel that on a fucking molecular level, like in my core, because a lot of times people will say, "Oh, what do you like? What are you into?" And all they do is spend their time trying to be that. You are not that. We are not a good fit. Everything ain't for everybody. Like, let's just take it for what it is. Every person that you meet, you're not going to fall in love with. Every person that you meet, you're not going to have sex with. So if we don't mesh, we might be cool. And honestly, it might form into something else. You might be able to put me onto a bomb ass business deal.
We may be able to be friends. And I say that all the time. We're like, I always speak on our community because that's the kind of community that I relate to most. But in our community, I think if black men understood that there are a lot of women out here who are able to provide a capacity of being a sister, being a friend, being an encourager. And because we are doing that for you, that does not mean that we have to reward you with sex.
And my whole thing is, every person that you meet, you don't have to fall in love with. You don't have to have sex with.
But
some of these
if
people,
there was as big a focus on friendship and purity of friendship and the sense of just getting to know and being friends and just being nice, like it blows my mind if I'm nice to a guy and he thinks I like him, and then I have to spend months trying to convince him like, hey, no, I actually don't like you, I'm just a nice person genuinely. And I feel like once our men really start to see, like, you're worthy. You know what I mean? Like, you're worthy of someone coming along and seeing your goals and wanting to invest in you and wanting to encourage you, and not come from a place of, in order for us to do this, we have to be together, you have to be paying my bills and everything else. No, it's that sisterly, brotherly love that we lack.
Forget all of that. Some people are put in your life just to introduce you to a new taco spot.
That part.
Okay? Some people are putting in your life just to take you to a bomb-ass concert and experience something that you wouldn't experience on your own.
Just as simple.
It doesn't always have to be, oh, we're going to end up getting married, we're going to have sex. Like, no, some people are just put here for you to chill.
And that's where I feel like we are kind of like behind, because for some reason that feel of feeling wanted, that feel of feeling useful, that feel of feeling appreciated, for some reason we always internalize that as a need to saying thanks with sex. Like, bro, give me a hug, get the fuck out of my face. Like,
Moral of the story, some people are put here just to chill. So Shanelle, thank you so much for stopping by. Drop your socials, anything that you want to promote, plug, X, Y, and Z.
I am Shanelle, but I'm also statuess_beauty_ on Instagram. I don't really do Facebook kind of personal, but Instagram, oh yeah, I got deactivated because clearly I have a lot of opinions, and there's a lot of sensitive fucking twats who don't seem to want to hear what I have to say, and they'll report me for filth. So I have a new page, so don't be alarmed that I have little followers, little pictures. But yeah, statuess beauty, statuess_beauty_. That's who I am.
All right. My message is always going to be the same. Follow us on the gram at Stormy PEA at Chocolate Chip and Sip. And
Chocolate Chip and Sip, #1. It's coming.
Boom, it's coming. Don't forget, next week we got a big announcement, y'all. I can't wait to let y'all in on this goodness.
I can't wait either.
I love you all, and I'll see you next week. And don't forget, I don't gotta give you no pussy. Boom.
Dan, I might.
Peace.
I don't know. The nipples been turning you on, Dan.
So this is where the outro music would be if I didn't just have some computer issues right now. So here we go.
Are we still live? Not saying starting soon.
I didn't make it ending one yet.
Oh my God.
Wow, we were going so good there, and then it all